Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today I want to share with you my Middle Grade March TBR. So Middle Grade March is a month-long readathon that is hosted by Krista from Books and Jams and Katie at Life Between Words. I'll leave links to their channels below, where we are encouraged to read middle grade books throughout the month of March. So there are 5 challenges that go along with this. Oh, wow, my hair is like all over the place. Oh well. There are 5 channels that go along with Middle Grade March. I have books for 3 or 4 of them, 3 of them, 4-ish, which I'm not worried about. Like, if my books match up to the challenges, fantastic, but I am really excited about these books. So, the challenges, maybe I'll share them as I read, as I share with you the books I'm reading. How about that? So, challenge number 1 is a nonfiction or a book based on true events, and I am going to go with The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. This is about a girl growing up in London during World War II. So, at that time, a lot of people living in London would send their kids kind of out into the countryside during the war for their safety, and that's what happens with this. So this is kind of based on true events, is how I'm making that work. So Ada is 10 years old and she has a brother Jamie, and they're shipped off out of London to escape the war. Well, Jamie's shipped off, Ada's not, but Ada's not, she doesn't get along with her mom. Her mom's pretty cruel, so Ada runs away to live with Jamie. They are living in Susan Smith's house. Susan's not used to having kids around. She's perfectly fine taking care of herself, and so it's a little bit of adjustment. And Ada also has it says her twisted foot, so she must have a little bit of a disability. Thanks. Oh geez, Lindsey. So she learns to ride a pony, learns to read, and watches for German spies. And so there's a relationship that's built between Ada and Susan. And then when the wars are over, what's going to happen? I don't know. But this is a Newbery Honor book. I've had a couple of people who have read this who said it's amazing. So I'm very, very excited for that one. The next challenge is a book with a non-human main character, and I am stealing this off my daughter's shelf. The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. This is about a robot who discovers she's alone on a remote island and has to kind of adjust and fit in and make some friends with the animals until she learns kind of her past. Her mysterious past comes back to haunt her. So, sounds interesting. I love the cover. She doesn't even know I took it off her shelf yet, so we'll see what happens. Book number 3 is a fantasy, and I have a couple of those, but the first one I'm going to pick up is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This follows Morgan Crow, who was cursed. Born on the unluckiest day for a child to be born. She's blamed for all kinds of misfortunes and is doomed to die at midnight on her 11th birthday until Jupiter North arrives, whisking her away to the safety of a secret magical city called Nevermore. Sounds good. This thing is huge though. But, I mean, it's middle grade, so hopefully I get through that quick. The other fantasy I have picked up is The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This follows Calum, and most kids are super excited to pass the Iron Trial. Calum is not. His dad is not a fan of magic, so Calum is going to do his worst and fail the Iron Trial. Except he fails at failing, and he passes. And then you go from there, but I've heard really great things about that as well. Challenge number 4 is a book written in verse. I don't have one for that. Challenge 5 is a diverse read. I think we'll go with this one. Crossing Ebenezer Creek by Tanya Bolden. This is set during the Civil War. So as General Sherman's army marches through Georgia during the Civil War, they march right past the plantation that Mariah is working on as a slave, and they decide to follow him and kind of escape, right? So on her journey, on her march, she meets Caleb, and a new dream takes root, one with a future, with a home for her own and a true love by her side. Sounds interesting. I have a feeling it doesn't all go as planned. I don't know, just a gut reaction. The other 2 books I have on my list, we have Sophia's War, A Tale of the Revolution by Abby. So 1776, she is living in New York as it is now occupied by the British Army. Her brother is being held on a ship. She is kind of approached by someone to see if she will help kind of spy for the Americans, and so she gets her chance, and she's working at the home of a supreme commander of the British forces. She discovers an American general plans to switch sides in a plot that will irreparably damage the Americans if it succeeds. Her identity of the would-be traitor is so shocking no one believes her, and so she kind of takes it upon herself to stop it. Right? Sounds good. And the last one, I can't believe I haven't read this book yet, and I'm so excited to, because I've heard awesome things about it, but it's The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. This is a has a Newbery medal on it. This follows, okay, every year this town sacrifices a baby to the witch that lives in the forest, hoping that it will protect them from the witch. The witch will leave them alone for the year. But the witch is actually really nice and does not really understand why she gets these babies every single year. So normally she gives them starlight to, you know, to nourish them and keep them alive, and then gives them to the other town on the other side of the woods to be adopted. Except for one year she accidentally gives the baby moonlight, and then all of a sudden the baby has some magical powers, and she's got to keep the baby around. So really excited for this one as well. So this one would also kind of work for my fantasy challenge as well. But that's a lot of books to read in a month, you guys. That's seven. So we'll see how it goes. I love it that it's a month-long readathon. Again, I'll leave details and links to channels below. But they are middle grade books, so they should go pretty quickly. I'm hoping to get a few of them on audio and listen to them. And we'll see. My kids are kind of excited because I started putting books together. So we'll see if they'll want to read anything along with me. If they do, I'll let you know what they think for sure. Otherwise, comment below, are you participating in middle grade March? And if so, what are you going to read? Let me know. Otherwise, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.